What percentage of your pay should you be living on? What percentage of your pay should you be living on? Should you be living on 100? So you make 100,000. Should your living expenses be 100,000? That's the question that I'm asking. You guys let me know in the chat. Shauna says 1/3. True Blossom says 30%. Chris Ward says everybody's situation is different. Al Smith said that depends on your financial goals. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm gonna wait for a couple more comments to come in. You should live on 30% of or less. So are you guys basically saying that if you make 100,000 a year, you should be living on 30? Is that what you guys are saying? If you're saying you should be living on 30% of what you make, I'm actually thinking you should be living on no more. Well, let me see what Yasmin is gonna say real quick. I know what I'm gonna say. What you gonna say?
Hey,
You should be living on no more than what percentage of your income in your from what you believe.
I'd say no more than 50, 60%.
I would say 70. I would say no more than 70% of your income you should be living on. Which means if you make 100,000, you shouldn't be living on no more than 70. Mose the Great says 50. I'm thinking that you shouldn't be living on any more than 70% of your income. And that's relative. Somebody mentioned earlier a few seconds ago that that is dependent on your financial goals. If you're 48 like me and you're behind on retirement, you probably need to figure out a way to live on less than 70% of your income. You got to figure out a way to avoid bracket creep. And bracket creep is spending more because you make more. And truck drivers, I'm going to say, are notorious for doing this. Truck drivers feel, amongst other professions, truck drivers are one of those professions that feel like we work hard enough where it's like, man, you know what? Look, I'm going to get what I want. Spending more because you make more is so easy. Being disciplined enough to operate like you're broke when you're not. Like anybody can operate like they're broke when they're really broke, when they really don't have the money. But operating like you're broke, like you don't have money, when you have money is another level of discipline.
But that goes into forming good habits.
Absolutely. Look at the next thing I got on there, forming good habits. Or maybe that's where you got that from. It's the habit of forcing yourself to not spend all that you make. Yo, that's critical. You can't accumulate anything if you spend all that you make. It's easy in America and our economy to spend more than you make. It's so easy. Pay yourself first, definitely. I would the way that I word it is deliberately spend your surplus dollars. Like give your dollars a job.
Explain that.
Basically, if you pay off a bill, and this is just an example, the worst thing you could do when you pay off a bill is just say, all right, I got extra money now because I paid off a bill. To me, the best thing you can do when you pay off a bill is to reassign that money to somewhere else. Give those dollars a job. Because if you don't give them a job, if you just say, okay, well, this is just extra money that's coming into my account now, it's gonna dwindle away. It's almost like a woman. I heard Grant Cardone say that before. Like your money you need to give your money some attention, because if you don't, it'll go away just like a woman. That's what Grant Cardone said.
Oh, I was about to say, what are you talking about? Hold up.
So I call it giving your dollars a job as opposed to just, okay, well, I got some extra money to save. Instead of just putting money in savings, you can say, I'm gonna spend this amount. To me, that's a mental trick that an individual needs to make. Be like it's okay to spend all your money, depending on where you're spending it though.
Right.
And you can spend your money on investing in a savings vehicle. You could spend your money on stocks. You could spend your money on buying a piece of investment real estate. You could spend your money investing in a business. So it's like deliberately spend your money as opposed to what most of us do, which is kind of like emotionally spending our money. Like we plan on not spending it, but then we see something that we need or that we want, and we got the money, and it's like boom. And tap. If y'all got those tap cards, oh my God. I'm talking about the debit cards.
Yes.
It's so easy to spend money on a tap card. It's like, God, gee whiz, man. Like you got to know where your money is going, which means you need to be tight on a budget. Like I heard Jim Rohn say before, I've heard myself say before, after a year of making money and I get my income statement, this happened to me several times when I'm in sales, and I get the income statement, it's like, where the hell did all this money go? You know what I mean? It's like, where did the money go? And, listening to Jim Rohn a while ago, he was like, where did all the money go? That's such an irresponsible question to have to ask yourself. Like you made money and you don't know where it went. You don't deserve any more. Like you really don't. You can really look at it like that. If you don't do the right thing with little things, do you really deserve bigger opportunities? You want to fix these things when you're small. You want to fix your money habits when you don't make much money, right? The time to fix your roof is when it's sunny outside, not when it's raining, not when it's leaking, right? So you want to fix these money problems when you're small, and then it's about longevity, doing it for a certain amount of time. So if you like that clip and you want to see another, just click right here. Or if you want to see the whole live stream, just click right here. Thank you for watching The Helpful Trucker.